Welcome to MooMooMath and Science. In this video, I will use diffusion cubes to help answer the question, why are cells so small? For example, a red blood cell is 6 to 8 micrometers in length. In other words, it is 6 to 8 millionths of a meter in length. This is very small. This small size gives the cell a large surface area to volume ratio. The large surface area to volume ratio of small cells makes the transport of substances into and out of the cells extremely efficient. The two examples I will use: the larger cell has a surface area of 94 centimeters squared and a volume of 75 centimeters cubed for a ratio of 1.25. The smaller cell has a surface area of 32 centimeters squared and a volume of 12 centimeters cubed for a ratio of 2.66. So let's use the diffusion cube to see which size cell is more efficient at moving materials into and out of the cell using diffusion. Down just a little bit. Okay, we have two diffusion blocks, and they are gelatin, ammonia, and some phenolphthalein. And the phenolphthalein is an indicator. When it comes in contact, it's a base indicator, and I'm going to soak them in vinegar. Now, as you can tell, this one has a high surface area to volume ratio of 2.66. This has a lower one. And what we're going to do is the diffusion rate will be the same, and we'll see which one will diffuse more efficiently. Now, this white marker will indicate, let's say it's a cell organelle like a mitochondria, and the mitochondria needs oxygen and it needs to get rid of carbon dioxide. So we're going to soak them in vinegar. So I'll pour a little vinegar in here. I'll start the stopwatch. We'll check back periodically, and we'll be able to see which one is more efficient with moving objects into it. So in. And let's start diffusing. So, okay, we'll check back in a little bit and watch the rate of diffusion, and I will start the watch so you'll have an indicator of how long they are soaking. Okay, again, we're trying to show why a small cell is more efficient than a large cell. Okay, according to my watch, it has been 8 minutes and 10 seconds. And you can see, remember, the rate of diffusion is the same in both of them. And in this one, you can only see that it's changing color right at the perimeter. And this one, it looks like, about 30 or 40% has already been changed to clear. That means that things are quickly diffusing into the mitochondria. And this one, it may take a while before it completely diffuses to. Okay, it has now been approximately, actually it's been 35, almost 36 minutes. And as you can see, the one on the smaller cell has almost completely diffused. If you can tell, here's the mitochondria. And the large one still has a ways to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another block into it. And I'll check back in just a little bit. And we'll see how it does. And see if we can do a couple blocks at the time we do one. So there's another block. Okay, so now let's see what happens. I'll check back in another 30 minutes. Okay, now it's been almost 2 hours, 1 hour and 54 minutes. And as you can see, the smaller cell, we've actually had one completely diffuse in, and the second one is close. And then the larger cell, we're still not there. So again, this just shows how a smaller cell is much more efficient at moving materials into and out due to a higher surface area to volume ratio. So, thanks for watching, and MooMooMath uploads a new math and science video every day. Please subscribe and share.